Guy, what do we know more about South Africa's position on the way forward in the DRC?
Well, South Africa's policy is in common with its SADC partners and with fellow leaders in the International Conference of the Great Lakes region. That was outlined in a summit earlier this week between both of those bodies, which took place here in South Africa, in the capital Pretoria. During that summit, it was agreed by those leaders that the military action, as that package mentioned, isn't yet over. In this communique that came out of the summit, leaders stressed the need for a continuation of what they called military action against all negative forces in DRC. And of course, there is still some question around whether M23 itself's game may be completely up. In terms of the actual peace process now, well, there is this 11-point peace plan, which is a UN peace plan. That's likely to continue to be the guiding set of principles moving forward, and is still a work in progress. There is this Ugandan-led peace plan, which stalled last month, but may now very likely be restarted. And also, finally, interesting to note that at this stage, the ICC has not issued, the International Criminal Court has not issued any arrest warrants for the leadership of M23. And so South Africa presumably would back the idea of a regionally led, and in fact, that those leaders would be returned to DRC to stand trial at some point in the DRC itself.
Indeed, we have seen countries in Southern Africa contributing troops to the UN Intervention Brigade. Are we likely to see SADC getting more involved beyond that in efforts to end the rebellions in the DRC? And if so, in what form?
Well, certainly this peace process is Ugandan-led, a Uganda that wasn't entirely comfortable with the idea of a significant military presence inside an area that is traditionally within its sphere of influence. These peace talks will be organised by the ICGLR. They will not be organised by SADC, and therefore I think that it's likely that SADC's role going forward will be reduced. South Africa individually does have a habit of quite often offering up its experience in peace talks to other areas of the African continent. That's not always welcomed. In this instant, I don't think it's likely to be. Certainly during the military campaign, which is still ongoing, the region has to some extent relied on South Africa's military capacity. It is one of the stronger military forces in the region. But when it comes to the peace talks themselves, I think SADC's role is likely to be much reduced.
Indeed. Thank you very much for that update. That's CCTV's Guy Henderson live from Johannesburg, South Africa.